there were no opportunities to have a nice book launch event like tonight and share these ideas. So I will be referring to that book as well. And Peculiar Deaths of Famous Mathematicians has just come out. So, special mention to the illustrator of both books, Asuka Yan, who is here in the audience with us, and she will join me for the Q&A and the book signing in the end. You will see how her illustrations have really brought the stories I'm telling to life. And of course, special thanks to our publisher, Tuckwing. Andrew Griffin is also here with us tonight. He trusted us with our project back in a few years back, and then with yet another project, and we thank him very much for that. And of course, this is Asuka's illustration for the Hellenic Centre. So thank you so much for hosting this, and we're very excited and very happy to be here tonight. So the outline of the talk is how did it all start, what happened next, some research outcomes, workshops and masterclasses, how I arrived to the first book idea, mathematical adventures, so how did it came to be, some talks and presentations, how we got to Peculiar Deaths of Famous Mathematicians, and a bit of storytelling time and Q&A. The storytelling is not just confined by last week, there's going to be a bit of storytelling throughout. So don't worry that it's going to be quite storytelling throughout the presentation. So how did it all start? I was a student around 19 or 20 years old, and I was doing my first degree in Patras. I'm from Cyprus, but I'm Greek-speaking, so many of Cypriot Greek-speaking students go to do their degrees, first degree in Greece quite often. So I was in Patras at the time, and I came across this book called The Parrot's Theorem by French author Denis Guech. At the time I read it in Greek, το Theorema του Παπαγάλου, which was translated by Defkos Michailidis, which is quite a well-known author and translator of mathematical novels. So The Parrot's Theorem, a mathematics novel, but a novel like any other. Starts with a fire in a house in the Amazon, and in that fire, the owner of the house dies. But we don't know if it's an accident, a murder, or a suicide. That person was incidentally a mathematician who had shipped his entire library of maths books over to his friend in Paris just before he died. And that collection of books was quite amazing. It contained some rare old maths books and some more recent ones. And his friend in Paris was devastated to hear about his friend's death, but was also quite bewildered by that, receiving all those books, and he wasn't sure if there's a connection. So he decides to summon his friends and family and read through all those books to see if there was a connection. And while reading, alongside the investigation they were undertaking, the author essentially takes the reader on a wonderful journey through main ideas and seminal moments in mathematics history. And although I was a maths student at the time, and I was already quite fascinated by the whole thing, lots of things started falling into place. I started understanding where everything came from, why we do the things we do, and some things that seemed quite disconnected that they actually had a reason to be. And then I thought, if that helps me, I'm already a maths student, what if we use similar approach and similar ideas with younger students and see if all this disconnect they feel, why do we do this, when are we going to use it, if it's going to help at all. So what happened